What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, guys? It is your girl, Queen Slim, and I am back with another video. Now, I know I've been MIA for a very long time. I've been trying to figure out what type of content I wanted to do. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to go about doing more videos for my page. And I've been trying to promote my page out on my social media, but right now I'm blocked from Facebook. So my main source of I guess where I get my views is out of whack right now. So I'm still trying to figure this out. But yeah, thanks for still rocking with me. If you're still here, excuse my boobs. I'm sorry, y'all. My boobs is just always in my videos. Can't help it. As you can see, I don't know if you guys noticed, but your girl is getting a little thick. I don't know, ain't a little weight. So, anyway. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day so far. I really missed you guys. For real. This is why I came back today with a story time and with receipts. So I'm gonna figure out how to post the receipts so everyone could see what I'm speaking of. When I say that, I'm talking about my write-up that I had from when I was fired from Chick-Fil-A. Yeah, it's pretty long. It's like 2 pages of an essay of why I got fired. And I did not sign it because why? I didn't agree with it. And you know, black people, we don't sign shit. That's just it. So yeah, let's get into this story and right now. Boop. Okay, now to get into the story, the time 2018. The place, should I tell y'all what location it is? I don't think I'm gonna say the location. If you know why I used to work at Chick-Fil-A, you should know what location I'm talking about. But for purposes of this video, I'm not gonna speak of where I actually worked, but just know I worked at one of the busiest ones in the city. Okay. So, I'm on break. And there's this girl I used to work with. I'm gonna call her for what she is. Her name was Aisha. So so she decides that she wanted to be in my business, and that's what you're not gonna do. So let's get to the point, Rebecca. Let's get to the point. Told you I'm gonna be action all around the place, but I'm trying to make everybody understand what's going on. All right, so boom. So one day I'm on break and I'm sitting upstairs in our lobby area where, you know, the customers were at or whatever the case may be. But yeah, whatever. So I'm sitting there, right? So I had my charger with me, and one of the guys that I used to work with, Ron, he asked to use my charger. So I was like, sure, no problem, you can have it. You can use it, whatever. And whenever you're done from break, just bring it back to me or whatever the case may be. So he's like, all right, cool, fine, boom. So I go back because my time for break is over. He's just started maybe like 5 minutes prior. So I'm done already. Go back downstairs, I clock in. So I guess after Ron was done with the charger, he wanted to plug it in where we worked at in the back of house. Now back of house, they didn't really allow phones back there or any type of phones period, or even to charge your phone. But the managers that we had were pretty cool. They didn't really mind too much about, you know, the phones being there too much. So this particular day, I go back on the line. I see Ron come back. He charges, puts his phone up. Now, he puts his phone next to Aisha, right? Now, this is where my patience for people or anything, stupidity or whatever, goes from 0 to 100. And when I say that, I mean that in the most serious way ever, because I hate stupidity. That's the quickest way to ever piss me off. So the first thing she does is she goes, oh no, do not put your phone next to me because I'm not getting in trouble for your phone. Now, the last time I checked, the only way you can get in trouble for a phone if it's yours, right? Okay, so if the phone is not yours, when the manager comes and see the phone, you can easily tell her, like, listen, this is not my phone, somebody else is charging their phone, blah, blah, blah. Easy. Problem solved, right? Sorry. So, yeah, back to the story. So, yeah, so she's like, yeah, it's not my phone, but I just don't want it next to me, blah, 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 I'm not getting in trouble. So, you know me, I just looked at her and I'm just like, why would you get in trouble for someone else's phone? All you have to easily say is that it's not my phone. So she's still continuing, like, oh, but still, I don't want it next to me, and da-da-da-da, getting crazy. So I don't do well with that type of stuff. Don't get crazy. Calm down. I'm just putting out the obvious that it's not your phone and pretty much just relax. But no, she wanted to keep going. So this is what you want to do? Cool. So it got to the point where we were making sandwiches or something, and she kept saying, like, oh, I got it. I don't need help. So I'm like, all right. So I backed up. Told my manager. So she don't need help. So can you put me somewhere else? She's like, what's going on? I'm like, because clearly sis has an attitude because I told her that about the phone being next to her, and now she's mad. Because I'm not getting in trouble for nobody's phone. So I got too aggravated with going back and forth about the same thing. So I pretty much just told her, like, shut the fuck up or I'm just going to punch you in your face. It's just that simple. I'm not going back and forth. You want to keep talking, I'm just going to punch you in your mouth. Simple. Don't have time. So we're going back and forth. It gets louder and louder. So I'm calling all type of bitches. I'm like, bitch, I don't got time for this. If you want to do this or some other type of way, we're not about to do this in the back of the house. We can easily go outside. It's that simple. I'm not going back and forth with you. I said what I said. That's just that. So it's still escalating. So she, I guess, gets to the point where she's frustrated now, and she wants to go to the manager. I don't even know if I should say her name, but we're gonna call her Ellen. So she goes to Ellen that about our altercation, whatever the case may be. Now, mind you, me and this girl were friends at some point, but she just gets to the point where she's just annoying. It's like, you're just doing too much. Like, relax, calm down. It's not that deep. And to be honest, come to find out later on, sis had mental issues, like I tried to tell everybody, but nobody listened to me because people think, oh, she's so nice. Oh, she's so oh, she's so... Yeah, she was nutty. Certified nutty. But I was the crazy one. Anywho, we get pulled in the office. So now I'm heated still. I don't want to have a conversation, but Ellen is she's stuck on this, wanting to have this conversation. So we're having a conversation. So she asked me if I said that I would slap her or some shit. And I said, yes, I did say that. I said, did she tell you why I told her that? She said, oh, it doesn't matter why. She feels threatened and she's scared to finish her shift. Sis live in the projects. Claims she could fight everybody. She drink and smoke weed every day with us, because that's what we did every day after work. You know this child gonna open her mouth and say, I don't know about all of this hostile stuff. I go to church every Sunday. Can we be honest as to why you was going to church every Sunday? You were broke. You didn't have any money, so you needed food from the church. You wasn't going there to praise the Lord. Not for real. Stop it. So I really had to look at her like, you serious? This is the scene that we want to create inside this office? Like, you want to make yourself seem like something that you're not? So, yeah. So eventually, I just wasn't trying to hear it. I wasn't trying to come to no good terms. I honestly didn't want to be there anymore. It was getting to a point where I felt like she was just nitpicking everything that I ever did when I worked there, because I was the one that never kissed her ass. Never. My manager, I never kissed her ass. Everybody else was scared of her, running around. Oh, not I, said the cat. You're not about to talk to me any type of way that you think you could talk to people. Not over here. So from that, she already hated my strong demeanor. So from that, it was always an issue. It was just, oh, you doing this, oh, you this, you this, you this, you this, just to try to get me riled up in a sense. And I mean, it worked, but who cares? Like, who cares? Like, I just took my job very serious, and that's just what it is. So she writes up this long write-up, and I'm going to show you guys how this write-up looks. Excuse me. But look, this is the doggone write-up. Why? 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 And like I said, I ain't signed shit. You don't want to listen to me? You want to listen to what I have to say? You want to make everything one-sided? You want to make this a one-sided situation where you want to listen to one person? Cool. Keep your little coin. Says, I don't need this place. I left. So pretty much I was like, I guess on suspension or something. I don't know. But then eventually they just fired me, let me go, whatever. Sent me like a letter in the mail, an email or whatever saying I was fired. But it is what it is. Like, I done had so many arguments with this lady. It was crazy. Like, I couldn't even have a personal conversation in the break room without sis coming to me and saying something. I couldn't, you know, breathe the wrong way or make a little mistake without her having to say something. It was just like perfection 24/7. It was insanity. It was intense. And the only reason why I actually stayed there was for my friends, the people that I actually got along with there. And I think that's all I got for the story time. Probably could have made it a little more interesting, I guess, more animated, but I just wanted to get straight to the point of what the story is. But for the most part, I learned to not allow so many things to control my emotions in a setting, in a situation, because you can't allow people to control your feelings or like control you as a person, because the person who angers you controls you. So yeah, something that I just had to work on. And then from then, I progressed even more. I didn't really, you know, deal with much after that, for real. But yeah, but that's pretty much it. I'm probably gonna have a close-up of the write-up so y'all can see what they were saying. Oh yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna read something, right? So it says, on August 27th at 11:30 a.m. Y'all hear how early this is, right? Okay. So a team member, Aisha, reported that Rebecca, me, became so hostile towards her at their workstation that she was no longer able to perform her work in a reasonable manner. As a result, she requested to be sent home, even though she was losing her hours and the pay. So you wanted to go home because I was so hostile towards you, that you was so frightened for your life you couldn't work anymore? According to her, while working in the kitchen, Rebecca became very abusive. Now, isn't abusive when you physically put hands on someone? And note, in my story, I said I didn't touch her, right? Okay. Rebecca became very abusive when she overheard Aisha's conversation with another team member. Now, it has nothing to overhear. The conversation started with me and her, so how did I overhear a conversation? Anyway. She used profanity and called her bitch multiple times. I sure did. Wouldn't change a thing. There were other team members and managers working in the kitchen at the time and witnessed this incident. Now, if there were people present, and managers and team leaders to witness this, right? Why nobody stopped it? If I was abusive, why nobody said that I actually put hands on her? Nobody said anything about that. Okay. When brought into the office subsequently and confronted by the manager team, Rebecca admitted that they had been fighting, and she used that language to Aisha. I admitted that we were arguing. It's the difference between arguing and fighting. But I just want y'all to hear the narrative of what she's trying to make me seem like I am as a person. She's trying to make it seem like I come to work in such an irate behavior that she can't even function with me at her workplace, like in her company, in her establishment. But if that's the case, why do you still allow me to work there and punch in every day and still give me the best hours and the most hours? But let's get back to this. When the owner-operator tried to address her behavior, Rebecca continued to use loud and disruptive conduct directed towards her. Well, you damn right, because I'm not about to change my attitude for nobody. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. And then how I feel in this moment is how I feel in this moment, and it's not changing for anybody. I'm not put on the front. Sorry, not my thing. Oh, so this was another thing. So she tried to put me in another section to work in, right? That I never worked in my life. Like, ever. So why would you put me in a station when it's about to be busy, knowing I can't function in that station? Which means y'all would be backed up, and then now you will come to me and blame me for not knowing how to do the job. You're not about to set me up, boo, and I'm not going to allow it. Sorry. So when it was suggested by the operator that Rebecca should work at another position for the day in the kitchen, Rebecca said that if she was put in that position, she would cause disruptions to the business by not performing well intentionally. Do y'all hear this bullshit? Now, anybody who knows me knows that I fucking work. I've been working since I was fucking 13. I don't play about my jobs. You understand me? I don't play about where I work. I'm going to be the best worker that you ever had. So what you're not about to do is say that I intentionally was going to disrupt the business by intentionally not performing well when I never work this station in my life again. So why would you put me in a station where I don't know? So all I'm going to do is go and just stand there. Because when you're a breader, the chicken has to come from you. You have to use certain flour. You have to use certain mixes. You have to use certain this. Never worked this station a day in my life again, okay? I done worked everything else. I done worked secondary, primary. I done worked salads a little bit. I done did breakfast eggs. I done did fries. But I never did the fryer or the breaded station for the 9 months that I was working there. So you're just going to throw me on a station that I have no clue about during a rush? I'm trying to help you out. Both Rebecca and Aisha confirmed that Rebecca's conflict started when Rebecca decided to interject herself into Aisha's conversation with Ron on Ron's cell phone charges, despite that the conversation did not in any way involve her. She somehow felt that Aisha was wrong in handling Ron, and she felt the need to take Ron's side. This is another reason why I didn't sign this bullshit. This just sounds like bullshit. And honestly, like, when I look at this, I should have sued the fuck out of this lady. And speaking of that, I'm going to look into that and see if I can still get some money from her, because I think I deserve some for my what they call it, my pain and suffering. Now, the conversation wouldn't have anything to do with me if it wasn't about my charger. No? Oh, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Ron was not threatened in any way. Blah, 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 blah. Directed profanity towards another team member. Such a conflict being abusive towards the manager personnel is a ground for dismissal, which Rebecca is well aware of. Now, who the hell was I being abusive towards? Do they know what the hell abusive means? Oh my God. So then it went from on August 27th to August 24th. So now we're going 3 days prior in one write-up. So that's 2 things in one write-up. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. So everything's coming back to me because I try to forget this stuff. So pretty much she tried to make it seem like I've been a problem since March. From March to April, from March to August, I was an issue, right? So, yeah, I'm having a conversation in the break room one day. Having a personal conversation with homegirl that I got into it with and the other dude, but this is before me and her even got into anything, so we was cool. So, we talking about the day, the frustration of the day, whatever, and she comes back there, my operator, and she's just like, oh, Rebecca, you're so hostile. You're always talking about people over so negative. Da, 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 da. I'm like, girl, there's nobody else in here but us 3. Who else is going to hear this? And I'm about to go back to work anyway, so what is the problem? So yeah, I actually forgot about a lot of things that happened in the store, but I ain't gonna sit here and run my mouth too long with this story, but this is it. I'm gonna wrap this up, finish this up. But if you got this far, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and being subscribed to my channel, supporting everything that I'm doing. I'm really trying my best to get this YouTube shit popping off real good real soon, and yeah, we gonna see how this goes. And yeah, I need my door to stop opening. Yeah. But yeah, again, thank you guys, Queen Slim Gang, for watching. And again, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, all that stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.